This should go in there. What the f? Good morning, g'day, whatever it is, and welcome back. It may not look like it's been very long on YouTube, but it's actually been a few weeks since I have filmed anything, because I underestimated how much effort was involved in actually filming, editing, and yeah, just making a YouTube video. But I enjoyed it. I posted my first one Monday. It's the 15th, Friday the 15th of April, and yeah, posted my official first YouTube video on Monday, and yeah, I had a really good response to that, which was awesome. I didn't expect there to be so many keen on it. But yeah, not much has happened since I last filmed. Just still seeding. We've probably got another week left of seeding, so I'm gonna try and get a few more videos out before we finish seeding. But yeah, as of the time of recording this, I've only released one video. There will be hopefully another 2 or 3 before I have to post this one, just because like I filmed so much at the start. I didn't realize like how much I'd actually filmed until I edited that. But yeah, hopefully there's another 2 videos at least before I post this one. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what I can get up to today. We're just we got a bit of rain forecast, like some really good rain, 10 to 20 mil forecast for today. So it is 5 o'clock at the moment, and I'm just trying to get as much in as possible before the rain starts. Right, well, we made it to the paddock. I've just moved farms. Both of these 2 farms are connected by laneways, so I didn't need an escort, which is good. I just had to cross the road, that's why I had my hazards on. But yeah, we are about to set up a new paddock, so luckily I've set them all up on my ops and just load the plan, and we are good to go. It's already got our rates set, and our prescriptions are ready to go. So that's the seed one, and then that's the fertilizer one. Okay. Need to zero me hectares and fill out this book, and then get started again. TJ messaged me last night saying that I had a closing tool to replace, so unfortunately I've got that job this morning, because we didn't have the right tools for it last night, but I'm not 100% sure where it is, so I'm going to go try and find it now. I'm the victim. I'd be lying if I didn't say that I had actually replaced this exact closing tool about 2 days ago, but we won't go there. All done. Loctite it up and ready to go. I think everything else should be good about that. Press wheel was missing, but I'm going to pretend I didn't see that because I don't have the parts to replace it just yet. It's getting to the end of seeding and my care factor is dropping dramatically. And I've got one of them to replace too, but we have ran through our box of 10 already for this season, which sounds ridiculous. I know it does, I agree. But we got more coming today, hopefully. We make our interior boundary headlands a bit smaller because they don't have boundary steer or anything, so it just allows for operator error around those internal scrubs, and yeah, just in case that they so a little bit closer to the scrub. Yeah, whereas like on the outside, because we've got boundary steer and our run lines are obviously set up against that boundary, we know we're going to only overlap a maximum of 1 metre and sometimes less. Just before we start, I'm going to set an active cow just on all of the bins, because I think, speaking to Dad last night, I reckon we've got enough, more than enough for it to finish. We always buy an extra 10% on our total order just in case we have any issues. But yeah, I think because our prescriptions and everything have run so well, so precise, we're going to have like a few tonne left in the shed if we don't start using it. So I'm just going to set the active cow and then hopefully adjust the MDV up a little bit so that it uses a bit more than it has to, because I think I've been sort of running it so that it runs about a tonne under average, sorry, a kilo under average on every paddock, which over a few thousand hectares adds up pretty quickly. So yeah, going to make sure that that now is not running under anymore, and we can actually use up what we've got left over, because we don't want to have anything left in the shed, so that's just a pain in the butt to deal with after seeding. I'll show you this active cow system. So I've sown enough now for it to recognise calibration. So all you have to do is you just, like I said at the start of the paddock, and tick the boxes or tick the bins that I wanted it to calibrate, and then it works off the scale. So it just figures out how much it's used over that amount of hectares, and then gives you your MDV calibration. So I was wanting the fert bins to drop, and at the moment it looks like I'm going to use that calibration, the MDV that I've got on the back bin, because that's the lowest, and I sort of want it to go out a bit heavier than anything. So yeah, I'm going to use that 1.931, and then the barley I'm going to leave as is, because that seems to be running about perfect. So I'm just going to put that MDV onto that bin as well, and we'll see how the rates run out from there. I finished my first piece, and we are back into the main piece now, ready for the bigger runs, which is good. Dad's out here spraying, and we got rain on the way. It was looking real angry before, but I think it's just slipped south of us. But we still forecast for a fair bit today, so we'll take what we get. Just do a quick seed check before I start this section. Everything seems to be running through anyway, but it's always good to make sure. Yeah, since I literally have only just posted that video Monday, so I've had real good response to it. One thing I was sorry, there's stuff on my one thing that was commented a few times to me was the fact that the mic, like my mic situation, was a bit quiet at times, which yeah, I couldn't really watch it back too much because I cringed so much at what I was filming. I struggle with that part of editing it. Like I don't know if other people are like that. Like it's hard to watch yourself just talking to a camera, if that makes sense. But yeah, so I probably didn't sit down and watch it well enough to be able to realise that it was quite quiet at times. I think that was a mixture between both me not speaking clearly to the camera, because it's something new, and also yeah, the mic on that was shit. I've bought now like a little case for the GoPro that's got an inbuilt microphone, so we'll see if that makes any difference and if it's any better, so let us know if it does. But I do appreciate the feedback, because yeah, I'd rather know something sounds shit or looks shit. If you guys notice it, then let me know. But yeah, other than that, I was blown away by the response from it, which was awesome. So I'm gonna change that bolt. I don't know if you can see that at all, but that's Dad over there spraying away, and he's slowly bringing the rain in. But no luck, it'll start pissing down as soon as he's finished spraying. I'd rather take the rain though than not, so hopefully it does. Yeah, so since I last filmed, I don't know how these videos are going to all merge together. It should tie in fine because they're still seeding, but yeah, I haven't missed a heap. I struggled. I just sort of stopped filming there for a few days because yeah, it is quite hard trying to farm and then also stop and film, and it just takes adds an extra 10 minutes on pretty much every job you do. But if there is enough interest, I'll film more of it. Like if people want to see more, I'll definitely take the GoPro with me more often. But yeah, at the moment I'm just trying to navigate, trying to work and also show as much as I can. But I do enjoy filming and editing the videos. It's quite good. It's just time consuming, but and also I feel like a bit of an idiot when I'm walking around with a camera in my hand and yeah, trying to film in front of people is something I'll get used to, but it's not easy, I'll tell you that. But it is something I'll get used to. We've sown the beans. The beans are gone in. They went into some really good soil moisture up the block. They should bounce out really quite well. I didn't film any of that, I don't think, unfortunately. But yeah, that was a bit of a pain actually. Now that I remember, the rate was not right, and yeah, I did the calibration before I started, and when I did my first check I think I did that at 8 hectares or something, because I was looking down at my weights on my bin, and I noticed that it was way over what it should have been, or way under, and they were going out at 200 kilos instead of 130. So I had to do a couple active cows, and yeah, I eventually got it down to the right rate. But I don't know what happened there. That was a bit odd. I ended up chewing through a stupid amount of beans early on, but we got that under control. And then other than that, had the tank. The tank on that Sarator that we just bought had a split in the flush tank, so we had to pull that off yesterday and got that welded up in the same day, which was good. Didn't lose any time with the sprayer, kept this thing running, which was nice. And yeah, other than that, it's just like been phenomenal to see the germination that we've had. I've been involved in the farm for, well, ever since I left school I've been involved in the farm, but I moved away for a few years and missed out on some of the better years that we've had. So every season that I've been here so far, we've had dry sowing, and I mean really dry sowing. So I don't know if that's my fault or what, but this year is the first year that I've been able to sow into some really good moisture and see the crops come up in the same week that you actually sow them, which is awesome. So yeah, feeling very blessed for that. But yeah, other than that, been pretty well the same old on the farm. Nothing's really changed or anything crazy's happened, but we are nearing the end of seeding, so about 1,000 hectares. Yes, about, yeah, pretty much exactly 1,000 hectares today until we finish, so we should have that tied up by this time next week, I'm hoping. We are on track to do that if we can keep the wheels turning. But yeah, that'll be, it's always, you get a bit of madness in you when you get close to end of seeding, especially with the weather we've got. Just want to get it in the ground. So we are working a few extra hours, but it's been pretty enjoyable. Guys are doing well. The team's managing pretty well so far. So only a few days left, and then we'll be straight into sprayers, chasing the grass and any post-emerging stuff. So I'll yeah, not sure what's going to happen in the rest of this video. I'll document as much as I can, but yeah, if you have any suggestions as to what I should be filming, please do let me know. I love getting the feedback. So yeah, we'll see what you come up with. Another 30 hectares down, and I just remembered I hadn't changed this bolt yet because Dad was hurrying me up and I had to move. So, whoops. Let's change it. This should go in there. What the fuck? Update, I cannot get it out because it is, you can see it's wound itself back in. I tried my best, but it I haven't got the right tools here to get it out. So I'm gonna have to wait for it to wind itself back out a bit further, and then I will try and put the new one in. But that will not be an issue because it's not gonna fall off with one bolt missing. I am horrible at this filming stuff. Just had a load then. We just had to come into this paddock over here and fill because the paddock we're in at the moment is a bit too sandy to load in. And it just pissed down with rain for a little bit, which was awesome while we were loading. And yeah, gonna be back out there, hopefully with a bit more rain coming. Yeah, that forecasted rain was supposed to hit last night, but I don't know, never really came through. And then saying it's gonna still get really wet, but could be proven wrong. But yeah, it just doesn't look like it's gonna get stupidly wet, but I have certainly been wrong before. Just had a real nice shower go through, and I don't know if you can see those little shiny bits are pockets of water. So this is quite sandy, this paddock, and yeah, that's our non-wetting sand. So we've had probably over 5 mil in the last, I don't know, 10 minutes, and that has not penetrated the surface yet. So yeah, it's one of our biggest issues here is non-wetting sands. We ameliorate our soil, so do deep ripping and spading and delving to try and combat it. But yeah, it is an increasingly big issue for us here. I've just bought 2 drums of aquifer from 4 farmers to trial. They say that you can apply it to your seed and it actually draws the moisture to the grain. So I'm going to do that as a trial. I was supposed to do it for this paddock, but it didn't get here in time. So yeah, I'll try and show you a bit more when we are doing that, and the results from that. I'm not thinking it's going to let him completely solve my issue, but they use it quite extensively in the west from all reports, but that's mostly trialled in liquid systems, so they can put it down the tube with their seed, whereas we can't do that. So I'm going to apply it to the seed as it's going up the tube later, but I'll show you more. I'll show you more of what I mean when we actually go and do it. But yeah, I'll try and, when TJ comes and takes over, I'll jump out and show you what I mean, because it is, yeah, it's quite impressive how little it penetrates. Like, it just sits there and pulls, and then it eventually evaporates. We have swapped over. Oh man, this rain. That is heavy. There's a bit of a thunderstorm rolling past at the moment. I was just going to try and get the drone up and get some footage of it, but that didn't end very well, and my drone got. I'll talk to you in a minute. Right, I'm going to brave it while I'm here. So what I was explaining to you before was the non-wetting sand. So you can see, and you can quite literally see the rain. It's quite wet, but if I do that, that is not penetrating at all. It's just running and beating off the surface. So yeah, it's one of our biggest issues here, is our non-wetting sands. Amelioration fixes it, well, helps it. Hang on. Yeah, it does help it. So deep ripping, spading, delving, all those do help to incorporate and mix up the different soil types. But yeah, it doesn't last forever. Sorry, hang on.
So yeah, that's created by the waxing, like the soils from dry years have created like a waxy layer or a waxy coating on the sands, and yeah, that just creates pretty much a barrier that the water can't penetrate through, which is severely frustrating because yeah, you get rains like this, the nice good soaking rains, and yeah, they just run off. The furrow just makes it like pretty much a little channel for the water to just run away. But anyway, like I said, I'll take the rain every day of the week, so it's bloody good to have. It's just something that we're trying to manage. Here it is, non-wetting sands kryptonite, so I've been told. We'll find out together if that's true or not, but I'm gonna have to bear with me here because I need to read the label first, but I've also got to figure out how we're going to apply it, because yeah, I think the standard rate of use in a liquid system is 2 litres per hectare. So we're sowing it at 60 kilos, well 60 to 90 on the sand. So yeah, that's quite a lot, which is going to wet it right up in the bin, which is not going to work. So I've got to figure out, because my idea, I'll show you. I'll show you what I'm thinking. Plan is to use this weapon here. Yeah, so I'm thinking, and like this is just me purely brainstorming, but if I have it as it's tipping into the tubulator and we just use this to apply it, sort of similar to how it would be applied if it was getting treated with like seed grading. Yeah, that's the closest I think I can get to applying it like it would be if we had a liquid system. My other idea was to spray it out the boom spray, but I think the whole idea with it is that it's is placed with the seed so that it tracks moisture to wherever that's placed. So if we were to just blanket spray it on top of the surface, then it's not going to have the same effect. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I'm leaving that for now. I'm going to double check that that's going to work, and yeah, I've diluted it 50-50 so that it sucks out better, and I'm just going to double check that that'll still be effective enough to even warrant it, and then we'll go from there. But I think I'm done for the day. I have got to edit a video. I've got to release my second video yet, so I'm going to go home and yeah, start editing that. This is just getting a quick look over while we had a spare few minutes, and yeah, very thankful for the rain. Far out, it is bloody wet. It's nice. I think we've had about 15 mil, so certainly take that. I'm not sure if I got any drone footage, but if there is any, I'll put some up for this video. But yes, I don't know why I turned it off just then, but yes, I will see you in the next video or the next day. I'm not 100% sure how much I filmed today and whether or not it's a video worth, so I don't know if it'll be the end of the video yet. Stay tuned.